56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Now let's have some fun. Here is your host, Johnny Radio.
Yo. Welcome into a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio, hanging out with Brian Dacus all day long, all day strong. It's a beautiful, thirsty Thursday, and I'm out here at Top Gun Memphis 2770 Whitten Road. This is the place you can do. This is the only place that you can just come out here and shoot machine guns. But, man, I'm going to be out here all day long. You need to come see me. Again, put it in your GPS, 2770 Whitten Road, Top Gun Memphis. Today, we're giving it all away. We're giving away 2 pair of Liberty Bowl tickets. That's right. Little Iowa State action, Memphis Tigers right here. 2 pair of Liberty Bowl tickets. We're also giving away a pair of tickets to Saturday's Memphis Clemson basketball game. The 13th ranked Clemson Tigers come to town. Memphis Tigers are going to ball them. You can watch it live. Come out here, just register, put it in the box, and you could be a winner. Also, you know, since this is the place that you shoot machine guns, the only place you can shoot machine guns, period. Unless you go all the way a little bit past Nashville or you go out west and go all the way to Vegas. Top Gun Memphis, where you can shoot machine guns. You can also buy a fully automatic machine gun package for only $89. That's the machine gun. That is the ammo. That is the range safety officer. And that's the shooting lane. We're going to give away a machine gun package also for one of our awesome listeners. So we got 2 pair of tickets to Liberty Bowl. We got a pair of tickets to Saturday's Memphis Clemson basketball game and a machine gun package. Come join me out at Top Gun Memphis. That's a lot of prizes. And not only that, right now, you get the lane for free. From 11 to 1 right now till 1 o'clock today, you come up here, you get the lane for free. And if you're thinking to yourself, well, dadgummit, I left my gun at the house. Well, guess what? There's over 50 guns you can rent, and you can rent the gun for only $10. You can get 50 rounds of ammo for only $20. You can go out there and get out your aggression for $30 because the lane is free. And after that, you can also kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Who doesn't like to? Oh, you can kill 3 birds with 1 stone, or 1 shot, I like to say, because you can get your lunch up here at Ferguson's Barbecue. You can get your shoot on, and you can buy your Christmas gifts for all the people that you really care about, because you can get the fully automatic machine gun package today for only $89. Not only that, if you have somebody in your family who's a little bit nervous about, guns and doesn't understand, we got first shot classes that you can buy them. That's basically like the K2, where they can teach you to get comfortable around a gun. They have private lessons for couples. They have private lessons for you. They have specialty classes with the AR classes. They got the Top Gun Academy, basically. That's K2 through your doctoral degree.
That's awesome.
They take care of you at Top Gun Memphis. So get on out here again, 2770 Whitten Road. We're giving it all away, and plus you can shoot, get that stress out, and learn a whole lot, and get your Christmas shopping done as well. But we got to talk some sports as well, and we had a crazy night last night in hoops. Dacus, I thought last night was going to be a kind of a low-key, chill night for sports, but I ended up finding myself wrapped up in that damn Spurs-Lakers game. For 3 quarters, it was the worst basketball. I couldn't stop watching the Spurs and thinking to myself, this is the worst basketball team I've ever seen. They can't pass the ball.
Yeah, they're not
They're
very
the
good.
worst. They're the worst transition team I've ever seen. Anthony Davis was dominating that first half. I mean, Zach Collins was getting brutalized out there. I called him Vidal Sassoon because if he don't look good, you don't look good. My goodness. But, man, and then all of a sudden the Spurs score 45 points in the fourth quarter, come back and almost pull that one out, cost me my under. My goodness, that Lakers-Spurs game, that was painful. But, man, it was entertaining. That fourth quarter was entertaining. And when Wembanyama is actually really good, Dacus, like, you can see he's just special. Like, he had a dunk last night. He hit 2 threes back-to-back. He looked like a madman. It was a little wild, was it not?
No, it was. I mean, we've all been kind of saying it that it would probably take a little bit of time. There were going to be the ups and downs, but man, when he's on, I mean, you can see the what people have been talking about for 4 or 5 years now.
The one thing that drove me crazy, though, for the first half of the ball game, he turned the ball over. Every time he got in transition, he made the wrong pass.
Yeah.
I mean, it's great to have, he has got handles for a 7'5" guy, but damn, his court vision was terrible. So that's something a young kid's going to have to work on. But, man, I got to say, Greg Popovich in that roster, boy, that is a bad one. But the Lakers held on, got a big win. But the Bucks and the Pacers, did you see how testy that thing got?
How about that, John? That was fun. That was like watching WWE towards the end of that game.
Especially when Giannis, after the game, if you don't know this, it was a little bit, it was very testy. The Pacers have beaten the Bucks twice this year. This was their third matchup. Bucks took it a little personal. They went out there. Giannis took it extremely personal. Had 64 points, 14 rebounds, 4 steals. Just a ridiculous performance. And it also got testy on the court. Bucks wanted that win. They got the win. Giannis scored 64. During the game, they threw Giannis down. Giannis had already had a technical foul called earlier in the game. So was Chippy. Bobby Portis looked like he was going to kill somebody last night. Did you see that?
Bobby Portis.
Man, he got.
Go ahead, John. I'm sorry.
He's got crazy eyes.
That's what I was just about to say. My favorite thing to watch is whenever a team that Bobby Portis is on, which has been the Bucks for a while, gets into some sort of altercation, because he literally looks like the most craziest man you will ever see in your life, and it's so much fun to watch.
It is so much. It's crazy. Like when he gets upset, but he was protecting his guy Giannis. But then the game ends, and Oscar Tshiebwe scored his first points in the NBA last night. So the Pacers took the game ball. Giannis wanted the game ball, of course, because he's Giannis, and he had 64 points. That's a career high for Giannis. That's the most points he's ever scored in a ball game. That's the most points that any Buck has ever scored in a ball game. So. Of course, he wanted it, but damn, dude, did you see how he went after it?
Yeah, that was a little wild, and the story
ran back to the Pacers.
Sure did, and it was getting it was funny because everyone was in a good mood, everyone was just hanging out, as teams do after a game, and then here comes Giannis out of nowhere, and it gets very testy after that.
Man, it was absolutely wild. By the way, Giannis most points all time without a three-point field goal since 1979 80 season.
And that was a franchise record. The 64 was a franchise record.
It is.
That's why I wanted the ball.
It is.
And also, John, that was not his Oscar Tshiebwe's first point. That's why I heard someone talking about this earlier today. That's the funny thing about
his coach said it.
Right.
I mean, it was Coach Carlisle said that was his first bucket ever, and that's why he wanted to.
Exactly, and that's
why
it's
not even his first bucket.
It's not his first bucket. I was listening to a show this morning, and they were talking about this because the whole thing is Giannis won the game ball because of the 64 franchise high, whatever. The Pacers have this thing where if a player scores their first NBA bucket, they get the game ball and they give it to that player. Oscar Tshiebwe scored 1 point last night on a made free throw. John, during the in-season tournament on December 9th, so just a couple of days ago, Oscar Tshiebwe also made a free throw and ended the game with 1 point in 1 minute of action towards the end of that Lakers game. So he already had his first career point, so this could have all been avoided if we just knew about this stupid tradition and who had their points and who didn't.
You know what? Also, though, it just feels like the Pacers were just trying to be petty because they knew, man. Like I was listening to Kendrick Perkins, he was like, "Man, they knew that Giannis was going to want that ball."
Oh, yeah.
Franchise record, career high, 64 points after the way he just played. Blah blah blah. So,
also,
man, I love it when NBA players are petty, though.
I was listening to the same show this morning because they were talking all about this whole, brouhaha. And one of I haven't gone back and watched the video, but this one person that was on the show was saying that if you go back and watch the video, that the Bucks had the game ball the entire time. That it was Giannis just didn't realize that they had it. They had it in their possession the whole time. And then what made it even better is when they went to post game and Giannis was talking to the media. He said, "This doesn't feel like the game ball. I think I got the wrong ball," which is just hilarious. Just take your ball. Who cares?
Dude, it was a lot of fun. I'll tell you that much. NBA last night was great. Now, Grizzlies, it wasn't all that great, except for Jaren Jackson. Tripp, now, hold on. Listen, Grizzlies lost. Grizzlies lost. But I do have, I feel like I'm going to paint a pretty picture. And I'm about to paint a pretty picture about what Tripp did because, again, he had a career-high 44 points as the Grizzlies fell to Houston, but it has to make you feel a little bit better than knowing that you got Jaren Jackson Jr. in the last 5 games, 37 9-1, 24 4-3, 21 2-1, 41 4-2, and I'm talking about points, rebounds, blocks.
Right.
And then last night, 44.7 boards and a block, and in every single game, he shot 50% or better, and in 3 of the games he shot 60%, 62% last night. I mean, dude is balling.
Yeah,
you got
huge.
Desmond Bain, who's insane, man. You got Tripp playing like a madman, and you got Ja coming back. So there is hope for this Grizzlies team. You got to feel a little bit better. At least I do.
Yeah, I mean, you got to feel a little, and you're playing a Houston Rockets team that is unbelievable on their home floor. I mean, they
haven't lost.
No, I think they've lost once at home.
Well, then they went like 11 straight at their house.
Yes, and John, I just learned this yesterday. We had a guest from Houston on our show in the afternoon yesterday, and he told us, yes, the Rockets lost their first home game of the season, have not lost since then at home, and this guest yesterday was telling us that they just got their first road win. This is a 12-9 team. They just got their first road win last Friday.
Damn.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. Talk about some weird splits. By the way, people, you need to come and join me. Make sure you mention Sports 56. And if you're sitting there and you're waiting for your lunch break, well, guess what, man? We're going to kill 3 birds with a stone. I'm going to get you fed. I'm going to get you shooting some guns. And I'm going to get your Christmas shopping done. Come out to 2770 Witten Road. I'm at Top Gun Memphis. That's Top Gun Memphis. It's the only place in the world you can shoot machine guns. They got a fully automatic machine gun package for only $89. Talk about a Christmas card. Like, that is a stocking stuffer right there. Again, only $89. That's your machine gun. That's your ammo. That's your range safety officer. And that's your shooting lane, man. And all day, speaking of shooting lanes, you come out here, you get the shooting lane absolutely free. Just mention Sports 56. And if you're saying to yourself, dadgummit, John, I don't have my gun on me, you can rent one of their 50 guns, over 50 guns over there. A bunch of very, very beautiful guns. You pick out what you want. You rent the gun for only $10, 50 rounds for $20. Man, you're in here shooting up a storm, getting a little aggression out, feeling a lot better about your life and your day. Then you can go get some barbecue at Ferguson's. Plus, don't forget you get an opportunity to win some tickets to the Liberty Bowl. So you stop on by here. 2 pair of Liberty Bowl tickets we're giving away at the end of the show. 1 pair of tickets to the Saturday game of Memphis and Clemson. That's right. We're giving a pair of tickets to Memphis and Clemson. And some lucky person also is going to get and win the ultimate Christmas gift, the fully automatic machine gun package for only $89. It's all happening today at Top Gun Memphis, right here at 2770 Witten Road. We've been talking a little NBA. We talked a lot about last night. I had a little bit fun watching that. Also enjoyed watching the TV aspect. They had a documentary on the Iceman, Dr. J. That was great. The finger roll, and also I watched the Minister of Defense, Reggie White's story.
How was the Minister of Defense? I didn't.
Man,
get a
it was
chance
so
to catch
good.
it. Good.
Damn, it was so good. Like, Reggie White's like the greatest guy in the history of the world.
Did we get
like,
any Showboats clips in there?
We did have a Showboats clip in there.
Good.
We sure did. Yeah, he talked, man, like him, and like there was also a lot with his son and stuff. And I'll tell you one thing, you just got to go watch it. And one of the things that, he said, just be genuine to yourself, and others are going to love you. Like, just be true to yourself.
Like
it's
that.
weird. Like, if you just are, true to yourself, people, it's an attractive quality. People just kind of gravitate toward you. When you're out there pretending you're somebody you're not and doing things to appease other people for just reasons to fit in, you don't stand out. So be genuine to yourself. The Minister of Defense, I thought it was a great 30 for 30. Damn, it was really good. And dude never stopped learning. It was impressive. So I enjoyed that last night. I thought that was great. But now here's where you're going to laugh at me. I did watch the SEC rollout of the college football schedule.
Did you watch all 2 hours of it, John?
No, I did not watch the whole damn
goodness.
2 hours, but I watched, until the basketball started and flipped back in between every single commercial. It's not like you had to watch the whole thing to get the whole gist. I saw Paul Feinbaum talk. I saw Kirk Herbstreit do his thing. At the very beginning of it, like, Greg McElroy was sitting up there kind of making fun. Like, are we like really doing this for 2 hours talking about the schedule?
That's great. That's awesome. I love that.
But there were some things that I noticed, and one thing that stuck out for me is, holy hell, I got to pull this bad boy up. Did you see Oklahoma's schedule?
Yeah, my buddy who's an Oklahoma fan sent it to me last night. He was like, "You got to be kidding me."
That schedule is ridiculously difficult.
Yes.
And the reason I'm bringing up Oklahoma is not only do they, Oklahoma, welcome to the SEC, okay? This is just brutal. Where are you? There you are. So Oklahoma closes out their season. November 23rd, they play Alabama at home, and then they close their season out in Death Valley at LSU.
Crazy.
Don't forget they got Missouri, Ole Miss, South Carolina. Of course, they're playing Texas, the Red River rivalry. They have Alabama, Tennessee back-to-back, Tulane, Houston, Temple. Man, that schedule is brutal. But what's even more brutal, have you seen the disaster that is right now Oklahoma?
They lost their entire offensive line. I saw that. They've all entered the portal.
Dude, they're playing Arizona. Right now, Arizona is only a 3-point favorite. Let me tell you something. You need to jump on this, brother, because this thing is cash, and I've already jumped on this. Oklahoma has not only lost their entire freaking offensive line, but they lost their quarterback, Dylan Gabriel, into the portal. Now the guy who was going to back him up, their true freshman who was going to start, he's now gone because he's entered the damn portal.
Did he
And he
really?
was supposed to be the future. Yes, he's gone. He now, yesterday, he's bouncing. So he's now in the portal.
Is it General Booty
His name
time?
is Caden Green. Dude, Caden Green's the superstar true freshman that was going to be the next guy after Dylan Gabriel. He's gone. He got another NIL opportunity. He's bouncing. And don't forget, they lost their offensive coordinator, okay? Wow. So you have your whole offensive line, your quarterback, the backup quarterback, and your offensive coordinator. And I don't know if you know this, but Brett Venerable is a defensive coach.
Sure is.
What are they going to pull out against Arizona?
General Booty.
Like, this is crazy. And then right now it feels like they'll right the ship a little bit. But, man, you're coming to the SEC right now, and you got to get a bunch of transfers in for a whole new offensive line. You got to replace your quarterback, your offensive coordinator. The bowl season is done, dude. Just go and enjoy the trip because Arizona Wildcats are going to beat the brakes off of you.
That's
but what are they going to do next season with that schedule?
That's unbelievable. Wow. They're going to have to make some big moves.
Right it is.
John, I have a question for you since you watched last night and you saw all the schedules. I'm just curious, which of the teams, which schedule that you saw last night in the SEC do you think gives the best chance that team for an okay team to win enough games to get a playoff spot over an undefeated Power 5 champion next year?
Oh, gosh, that is a tough
because it was Alabama this year. So I was just curious who could that team be next year?
No, it's definitely Alabama. There's so many difficult. Oklahoma's got, I think, one of the most brutal schedules. If they can somehow right the ship, as difficult as their schedule is, they definitely get there. But, don't forget, Alabama, they got no joke schedule either. Everybody, this whole thing is
John,
just brutal.
The biggest part of that is they have to be an okay team that gets in over an undefeated Power 5 champ. So, there's some quirkiness to it.
I don't like saying this because I don't think they're an okay team. They were okay this year, but definitely Tennessee. They're not that powerhouse. They're not in the East anymore. That's the issue. But I love their schedule because they get Oklahoma early. Arkansas is not scary. I don't think the Florida Gators are back. They do, of course, play Tennessee. But then you have Kentucky, Mississippi State, Georgia is a disaster. But if you only lose to Alabama and Georgia and they have great seasons, you think that would be strong enough to. You know what? You know how it is. You play two teams that are possibly in the top 5 next year, and you have close games that can still work. And if you got one of them. If you got one of those, you're definitely in.
I like it.
100%. And then, of course, Texas A&M's got a brutal-ass schedule. They open up against Notre Dame next year. Man, I feel bad for Mike Elko. He opens up in, his
former quarterback.
Notre Dame. Then they got Florida and Arkansas, Missouri State, LSU, South Carolina, Auburn, and close out the year with Texas. SEC, man, it just means more. But we got to switch gears here because we're going to talk about the Tigers. They have a big game Saturday against Clemson. If you're a big Tigers fan, you don't have tickets, but you want tickets, you better get over here to 2770 Witten Road at Top Gun because I'm giving away a pair of tickets. I'm not only giving away a pair of tickets to Saturday's Memphis-Clemson game, I'm giving 2 pair of tickets away to the Liberty Bowl and a machine gun package. If you're like, what's a machine gun package? Oh, well, that's a fully automatic machine gun. That's the ammo. That's the range safety officer. And that's the deadgum shooting lane. All for just $89, but some lucky person is going to win that bad boy. I'm giving away 4 beautiful gifts. You come up here, you sign it up, you put it in the box. We're going to draw the name a little bit later. And if you come up here and just say, I need to do lunch, we got Ferguson's Barbecue. I want to shoot some rounds. Man, rent a gun for only $10 or bring your own gun. And by the way, rounds, 50 rounds, $20. You can come up here, you forgot your gun, you left it at work for $30 because you get the lane for free. That's right, $10 to rent the gun, $20 for 50 rounds. You can shoot, you can go eat lunch, and don't forget you can Christmas shop. They got fully automatic machine gun packages for only $89. That's a stocking stuffer. Plus they have classes. Head instructor Will Dugan's going to be out here talking today. They have first shot classes. If you got somebody in your life who wants a gun because she's scared, because this is Memphis, man. Let's be real. It's Memphis. Yeah, we love them Tigers. But, man, you can't even go get gas without getting worried. If you are worried about the city but you don't know how to protect yourself, come out here and try one of the first shot classes. That's also a great gift to give somebody that you care about. And if you're a stud, join the Top Gun Academy, man. It's K2 all the way to grad school. You'll learn it all. Top Gun Memphis. And don't forget, if you can't make it out here today, TopGunMemphis.com. You can buy that machine gun package online at $89 or get some classes. Come join me. I'm out here till 1 o'clock. The lanes are free. Just mention Sports 56. Isaac Simpson on the other side. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Broadcasting from the Family Leisure Studio, we are Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
We all appreciate luxury. We love the newest technology. We want something that sparkles and looks great. Well, I've got it all in one place. It's called Genesis of Olive Branch, right at the corner of Highway 78. That's Lamar. And the first exit in Mississippi, that's Craft Road. Turn left and you will see Genesis of Olive Branch. And right now, you can get the 2024 Genesis GV70 starting at $49,480 with special financing as low as 3.49% on select models. How about the 2024 Genesis GV80? A little bit bigger, starting at $55,995, financing as low as 5.49% with a $2,000 rebate when trading a luxury brand. Call them. They'll even bring you a Genesis at your work or your home for a test drive. They're convinced that when you drive a Genesis, you're going to want one. Call 662-890-6684. Ask for Vinny. Genesis of Olive Branch.
Hewlett & Dunn Boot and Clothing Company, we have it all. From handmade Amish leather belts, fine and casual clothing, boots, casual boots, work boots, fancy boots, and even safety-toed boots. Lots of cowboy hats to choose from, even Nebo lights, good-looking duck head dress shirts, duck head caps, shorts, and pants. Tons of jeans from Ariat, Wrangler, Devil Dog, and Kimes Ranch jeans. At Hewlett & Dunn, we have a great selection of Old South t-shirts and caps. Fine clothing from dress to casual to Sunday best. Enjoy choosing from UFO's orthopedic-approved shoes. Hewlett & Dunn Boot and Clothing Company. Boots of every size, every color, every skin. Great quality Western, work, and safety toe boots. Hewlett & Dunn Boots and Clothing Company. 111 North Center Street, Collierville. Hewlett & Dunn. Hewlett & Dunn, serving you and your family since 1961.
The Crazy Coop, America's premier wing destination, has 27 delicious flavors to choose from and counting. Like the Buffalo Ranch, a perfect combo of ranch seasoning with a little kick. Mango Habanero, sweet taste of mango followed by the heat. Or sweet maple bourbon. The taste will remind you of chicken and waffles. And that's just 3 of the amazing 27 chicken wing seasonings that you can get at the Crazy Coop in Bartlett at 7199 Stage Road. And now open the Crazy Coop Express at 1315 Ridgeway off Poplar. Some like it hot. How about the Crazy Sweet Lemon Pepper Hot or Crazy Suicide? Can't take the heat? Get the 4-cheese roasted garlic or barbecue bacon bourbon. Ask about the $9.99 lunch special. Now those are some crazy good prices. The Crazy Coop. 2 locations, 7199 Highway 64 between Atlin and Kirby Whitten, and 1315 Ridgeway off Poplar. Family owned and operated, The Crazy Coop, America's premier wing destination.
Kevin Kugler here from Thursday Night Football on Westwood One. Hall of Famer Tony Baselli and I will get Week 15 of the NFL season started for you with AFC West action from Las Vegas when the Raiders host the Los Angeles Chargers. Both are 5-8 and coming off a loss last week. Who will pick up the division win? Join us to find out on Thursday Night Football.
Right here on Sports 56.
As the weather gets colder, the NFL offers Stay Hot on FanDuel. Right now, new customers get $150 in bonus bets with any winning $5 moneyline bet. That's $150 if your team wins. If you've been thinking about joining FanDuel, there's no better time to get in on the action. The app is so easy to use. There's a wide range of betting options, spreads, player props, over-unders, and more. I like putting parlay bets together, hammering the overs, and anytime player touchdown bets always have me on the edge of my seat. So if you're ready to do the same, visit FanDuel.com/win and kick off the NFL season. That's FanDuel.com/win. FanDuel, official partner of the NFL.
21 plus and present in Tennessee. First online real money wager only. $5 pregame money line wager required. First online real money wager only. $10 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire 7 days after receipt. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call TN Redline 1-800-889-9789.
Welcome to the Rendezvous.
This is John Vergas. When my dad started the Rendezvous in 1948, I don't think anyone could have imagined we'd still be serving shoulder, cheese plates, and our world-famous dry rub ribs 75 years later. But we are still here in the basement, in an alley in downtown Memphis. We sincerely thank you for making the Rendezvous what it is today. Charlie Vergas Rendezvous, a legendary experience for over 75 years, whether you dine in, pick up, or ship across the country.
Give them what they really want. The gift of blockbuster movies with gift cards from Malco Theaters. Malco gift cards and our new gourmet popcorn are the perfect gifts for making memories this holiday season. Shop online at Malco.com or in the app. Happy holidays from Malco Theaters.
Hey, this is Brian Dacus inviting you to join me and Brett Norsworthy this Friday from 3 to 6 at Sissy's Log Cabin, 4542 Poplar. Sissy's brand new store is open just in time for Christmas, and you really should check it out. We'll be giving away a pair of Liberty Bowl tickets featuring the hometown Memphis Tigers, and we'll also have some Tiger basketball tickets for Saturday's game against Clemson. So come join us on your way home this Friday, 3 to 6 at Sissy's Log Cabin, 4542 Poplar with Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
All the wisdom of the universe is in these bones.
Now back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio, hanging out here at Top Gun Memphis. That's right, 2770 Whitten Road. I'm going to be out here till 1 o'clock. That means if you come and join me today, you can shoot for free. The lane's free. Just mention Sports 56. And plus, if you don't have a gun, don't worry, man. You can rent a gun for $10. They got over 50 beautiful guns. You can rent those bad boys. I'm giving away all kinds of goodies. I'm giving away a fully automatic machine gun package. You can get yours purchased for $89. It's a great stocking stuffer. It includes a machine gun, ammo, range, safety officer, and shooting lane. Man, come on out here. Get your Christmas shopping done. Get your barbecue on. You can eat and also shoot with me. Again, you don't have your gun on you. You can rent a gun for just $10. The lane is free. Top Gun Memphis. Man, kill 3 birds with 1 shot. Christmas shopping, lunch, and do a little shooting yourself. We're talking with Isaac Simpson because we got some big game this week, man. Saturday, we got Clemson coming to town. They're 13th ranked team in the country. 13 in the country. They're coming to the house. The Tigers still aren't in the top 25. They've won their last 2 games on the road at VCU, and then they went down last Sunday to Texas A&M and bully whipped the Aggies. What's up, Isaac? How's life treating you?
Man, I'm doing good, John. How are you?
Man, I'm good. I'm out here at Top Gun Memphis, man. I got a little machine gun shooting to do. Got to do a little pistol shooting guns, eating Q, doing a little radio show. It was a pretty nice day.
Yeah, man, sounds good, man. Definitely can't beat that. Like you said, man, 3 birds with 1 stone. You go out there, get Christmas presents, get to shoot the film, man, have a little lunch, man. You can't beat that.
Hey, dude, they just push up that pot for me. I can barely hear Isaac. But we got that big game this weekend, and I'm just kind of curious right now, early on in this situation, everything that's going on around here with Naquan Tomlin. Everybody's excited. People are curious. Do you expect to see him at all, any action this Saturday against the Tigers?
I would be surprised to see him Saturday. Penny did an interview earlier this week, and he said he doesn't expect to have any reinforcements for Saturday. They kind of have who they have, and who they have is not bad. We saw what they were able to do against Texas A&M, man. We were both kind of worried going into that game about the rebounding, and they went down there and took care of business, man. I was pleasantly surprised, man, with how that game went. I mean, they really kind of took control of that game in the second half. Made it a little bit too interesting there late, but they were able to pull that out, man. That's a big, big win, man. Coming off the VCU game, you were kind of worried about how they struggled there, man, but they bounced back in a big-time way, and now they've set themselves up to really get some resume wins, man. 2 home games. You got number 13, Clemson, and then you got number 20, I think 22, Virginia, coming up on Tuesday. So, I mean, 2 big opportunities on the home floor, man, for them to really, really get 2 big wins, man. It's going to really help them come tournament selection time.
Man, they've been some road warriors. It'll be nice for the home fans to see him go out there and perform, especially the way David Jones has been performing. National Player of the Week last week. Did you see that?
Yeah, man, he is fantastic. Like, I saw him some last year, and he was a good player up at Rutgers, but it wasn't what we're seeing right here. Like, I mean, he's taking his game to another level, man. I think the NBA scouts are definitely going to start paying attention to this kid because, I mean, he can do it all, and then he's just what you call a dog. I mean, he's tough as nails, doesn't back down, likes to take big shots, loves those big moments, and, man, I'm glad he's on our side, man, because he's a big-time player, man. And once they get into conference play, man, I think he's just gonna light up the AAC, man. He's gonna put up some big-time numbers because you don't see guys putting up the type of numbers that he puts up. Like you guys playing 30-plus points in college basketball. That's just not something that you see all the time, man. He is a bucket. I mean, it's getting to the point now where I'm surprised when he misses a shot. Every time he pulls up, I expect it to go in at this point.
Man, that first half that he had down last Sunday, that was just unbelievable. But he wasn't only the star that out there that really shined. JQ's last 2 games especially, he has just turned it on to another level. And it felt like he's just that closer that you're going to need late in ball games. You trust the ball in his hand. You trust that he's going to get his guys involved. And you trust when he pulls up, he's going to make the big shot.
Yeah, he struggled a bit in the Ole Miss game, but I never lost confidence in him. I feel good. I mean, he's that veteran guy that you want at that point guard position, and it's no knock on Kendrick Davis because we know how awesome he is and the way he can score the basketball. But Javon Quinley, with that size and the way that he runs the offense, not scared to take a big shot when he needs to, you just feel really good with him out there on the floor. I think that David Jones, I think, are probably one of the best 1-2 punchers in the country. Like, I feel super, because, I mean, they're both just gamers. Those are guys that you want in those big-time games because they're not scared of those moments at all. Those guys, they don't shy away. They want those shots, man, and the way he controls his offense. And also, like I said, I like the size. He's a bigger point guard that he brings. I mean, I think he brings a different dynamic to this team than we've had. We really haven't had that from the point guard position under Penny. And, again, that's not knock to Kendrick Davis, but Kendrick Davis was smaller and more of a scoring guard. Javon Quinley can do it all. He's more of an overall. He can score when he needs to, but he can also run the hell out of that offense. And these guys are just going to build more and more chemistry, and what we're seeing from them already is awesome.
Man, and to think about what JQ's done the last 2 games on the road, he's averaging 22 points per game, 6 assists, 4 rebounds, just playing at another level. And you talk about David Jones, JQ being that 1-2 punch, Caleb Mills, defensive, stopper. Problem is right now we've been looking, where's Jordan Brown? We need a guy down low. He wasn't in shape. He wasn't working out. Malcolm, as much as you love him and he's out there in shape, he's trying, he's doing his best. He's very prone to foul trouble. Then all of a sudden, getting Tomlin to me now feels like this. I mean, because I watched him at Kansas State. That dude is long. He can guard the 3 through the 5. He is athletic as hell. He can dunk it on your face. He can take guys, to the back of the basketball. But the thing I love about him, you watch him in the 36 games he played with Kansas State where he started all of them. That man runs up and down the court so well. I feel like he's going to come in. I know he hadn't played organized basketball since last year, but, dude, he's going to be in shape. This is a kid who's a hoop head who gets up and down the court like you wouldn't believe.
Oh, man, this is a tremendous addition. Like, to get a guy of his talent level mid-season is just ridiculous. I mean, what Penny's able to do with these transfers and the transfer portal and bringing guys in has just been amazing. I mean, you get this kid 6'10", and I'm not going to say he's DeAndre Williams, but the disappointment of not getting DeAndre Williams, this kid can do a lot of the things and bring a lot of the things to the table that DeAndre Williams would have for this team. Because, like you said, Malcolm is probably playing the best basketball of his Memphis career. No doubt about that. But like you said, he gets in foul trouble. He just needs some help out there. And this kid definitely brings that. He plays, gives 110%. I mean, he brings some rim protection. He can block shots. He can even step out and knock down threes. He rebounds the basketball. You don't have to run plays for him. He's a guy that's going to clean up a lot of that stuff around the rim. A lot of those offensive rebounds like you saw against VCU. You're not going to, those other teams are not going to get as many of those with Tomlin down there. I mean, I think this is, game-changing for this team. I mean, it makes it completely different. And I know the reports are out there that Jordan Brown's gone, and that's probably the case. Penny is still kind of saying that as far as he knows, he's still part of the program. And imagine if he doesn't leave. And you add Tomlin, you also have Jordan Brown, you also have Malcolm Dandridge along with Nick Jourdain. Man, that's one of the best front court rotations in the country. And you worry about foul trouble, especially with big, especially in the NCAA tournament. And if you have all those guys, man, that's something that you don't have to worry about as much. I mean, they could do it from the inside and outside, man. You have all those guys. I think that would take this team, even with just adding Tomlin, man. I think that this is a top 25 basketball team. You said that earlier. It's crazy that this team still isn't ranked, but I mean, it's a big time addition, man. And I'm hoping that somehow they can convince Jordan Brown to come back and be a part of this, man. Get in shape, because there's definitely a role for him. I mean, this team needs bigs, needs fouls. There's always going to be foul trouble when you talk about big man. So they could have a hell of a rotation, man, if Jordan Brown stays. But you talk about Tomlin, to be able to get him at this point of the season, man, is just nothing short of amazing, man. I think he's just going to take this team to another level, and it's going to help Malco. It's going to help Jourdain. It's going to help all those guys kind of be better, because they're going to they're not going to need them as much in that same role, and they're going to be more in a role that they probably should be in, and that just makes the overall depth better.
Man, I'm just telling you right now, if you're a Tiger basketball fan, you better have your butt in those seats Saturday for Clemson. Again, top 13 team in the country coming to the house. I think this is just going to be, I don't know, I'm excited. I think it's going to be electric. I hope we have that almost Grizzlies feel in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, I'm excited about it. They've already said that the only thing left is terrace level seats, so it's looking like this thing is going to be a sellout. Penny was calling for it, and it looks like Tiger Nation has answered it. I'm just excited, man, to have the opportunity that Clemson is now all the way up at number 13. You also got Virginia, I think, 21 or 22 coming in on Tuesday, man. The two opportunities to play top 25 teams on your home floor, that's not something that we've seen a lot here with the Tigers, man. So they have an opportunity to really build on it. I think if they go up there and lose that Texas A&M game, we're feeling a little bit different today. But now that you've added that one on top of it, they could really do something special, man. You could be looking at 4 or 5 seed if they could take both of these games on the home floor. And that's something, like I said, we're so used to being on the 8, 9, 10 line. That really gives them opportunity to get to that second weekend. And I think that's what we're striving for. And once you get to that second weekend, who knows what happened? You saw what happened with Florida Atlantic last year. And I actually think Memphis could have been that team that Florida Atlantic was last year if they could have got past that game. So it's really exciting times. But that Clemson team is good, man. P.J. Hall.
They are legit.
Averaging 20 and 8. He can really shoot about 55% from 3. They share the basketball really well. They get the most out of their offense, man. They can put points on the board. Not a lot of wasted possessions with them. So it's going to be a challenge, man. But I think Memphis is definitely going to be up to the task.
Memphis, man. And we haven't even talked about, Walton. We hadn't talked about Jaquan Walton. But he's a big part of this team as well. Dude's got a great stroke. He's just got a little bit of thing in his head right now. But not just Jaquan Walton, I want to ask you, what do you think about, Hardaway being inserted in that starting lineup? What's going on with Ashton? I mean, I know Penny's been playing back and forth with all kinds of things. He's trying to figure it out. But what do you think about Ashton right now?
Yeah, man, played 14 minutes on Sunday. Did not score. 0-2 from the field, 0-2 from 3. Like you said, I think Penny is just trying some different lineups to try to figure out who his guys are. I think Ashton has played some good minutes, especially early in the season. Some of those early games, he's definitely shown that he can shoot the basketball. But I think probably at this point, I think his best role is probably off the bench. So I think you're probably going to see that change. We know Penny, man. Penny is going to change those lineups. For better or worse, man, that's what you're going to get. You're going to get some mixing and matching of lineups. Sometimes I think it gets them in trouble, but they were able to pull off a big win, man, with him in that starting lineup. But like I said, man, not a good game from him, but we've seen better basketball, and he's proven that he deserves to be getting minutes. A lot of people thought coming into the season that he probably wouldn't play at all this year. And I definitely think it's a role for him because you definitely need those shooters out there, and he's probably the best pure three-point shooter on the team. And he's shown that he can knock down those shots. So there's always going to be a role for him, but I think his role is probably best served out the bench, at least right now.
Big game this Saturday, 2 o'clock is the tip. Make sure you get your tickets, man. There ain't many left, but I do have a pair of tickets that I'm going to give away to Memphis and Clemson, but you got to come see me. I'm at Top Gun Memphis, 2770 Whitten Road. I'm giving away a pair of Tiger tickets, Memphis, Clemson, this Saturday. I'm also giving away 2 pair of tickets to the Liberty Bowl. I'm giving away a machine gun package as well. That is a fully automatic machine gun, the ammo, the range safety officer, and the shooting lane. That is an unbelievable, that's a nice little package right there. All 4 of those gifts are wonderful, but you can also buy the ultimate Christmas gift, which is the fully automatic machine gun package for only $89. That's a hell of a stocking stuffer. Get on out here, 2770 Whitten Road. I'm at Top Gun Memphis. Come and join me. You can kill 3 birds with 1 shot. You can go on the shooting range. The lane, by the way, is free. Just mention Sports 56. If you forgot your gun, you can rent a gun. They got over 50 guns you can rent for just $10. 50 rounds of ammunition, only $20. You can shoot for $30. You can hit up your lunch. That's right. They got Ferguson's Barbecue up here. And not only can you do that, you can get your Christmas shopping done. You can do Christmas shopping, get your lunch, and shoot some guns. Top Gun Memphis, the only place where you can shoot machine guns. We're back in 2 shakes with Isaac Simpson, Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Real Sports Talk. Sports 56 WHBQ. Available on your radio dial at 560 AM and 98.5 FM, as well as around the world online at sports56whbq.com. Take us with you everywhere by downloading the Sports 56 app. And at home, just say, Alexa, play Sports 56. Wherever you are, stay tuned in to Real Sports Talk. Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Hey everybody, if you're ready for a new Silverado, All-Star Chevy right here in Olive Branch has financing down to 1.9 or up to $10,000 cash. Plus, make no payment for 90 days and your good credit deserves it. Look, I'm out here at All-Star Chevy looking at all these red tags, Tahoes, Equinox, Trailblazers. Families love the Traverse with their 3rd row seating so you can do more together. Christmas, holiday trips, what are you doing this New Year's Eve? What are you driving? Military, teachers, college students, healthcare, you all get an extra $500 bonus. And if you want a certified pre-owned Chevy or any pre-owned, All-Star is loaded up. If it's not here, just ask Jeff and he'll find it for you. And Kevin and Jeff and everyone here at All-Star Chevy asked me to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And remember, it's not South Haven, not Mount Moriah, Bartlett, or Collierville. It's got to be Olive Branch, people. So find new roads to All-Star Chevy today or go to allstarautogroup.com.
It's a holiday experience like no other. The Light Garden in Olive Branch. It's a walk through an entertainment extravaganza with hundreds of giant 3D Christmas light displays, photos with Santa, food and drinks, and special event nights, including fireworks on New Year's Eve. Bring the family out nightly from now through December 31st at Olive Branch City Park. Go to lightgarden.online for details and to buy tickets, and stay tuned to Sports 56 and 98.5 FM for chances to win tickets to go see the Light Garden in Olive Branch.
Does the real estate market slow down at this time of year? This is Sheldon Rosengarten with Mark's Bensdorf Realtors. I guess it might, but I sold a home on Thanksgiving Day, and in the past have sold houses the day before Thanksgiving, Christmas Eve, and New Year's Day. The market is out there, but you have to have someone to find it for you. If you're thinking of selling, talk to 2 to 3 real estate brokers, but make sure that I am one of them. Find out how my highly successful strategic marketing program can work for you and how what I do differently than other brokers. I guess that's why people often say, when you want the job done, call me, Mr. Three-Putt. Actually, Shell Dunn. You can reach me at memphisrelocate.com or 483-0546. Write it down or put it in your phone or call me now, memphisrelocate.com or 483-0546, and go Tigers!
While interest rates are on the rise everywhere else, at Genesis Diamonds, we've got just the relief you need this holiday season. 5 years, 0 interest on anything and everything. That's right, Genesis is rolling back interest rates to 0.0%. So that $5,000 diamond ring is yours for just $85 a month. Nothing's held back. Rings, earrings, bracelets, bands, certified natural diamonds, lab-grown diamonds, even luxury pre-owned Rolex watches. Just pick any item for that special someone and spread your payments over 5 years without paying a dime in interest. A $10,000 designer ring comes to just $167 a month. Don't miss this incredible offer. Where else in America can you get financing for 0%? Colored gemstones, designer fashion jewelry, the year's most treasured gifts, all included in this once-a-year offer. At Genesis, we're breaking all the rules to make sure this holiday season your money goes farther. Best prices, unbeatable selection, highest quality, and super aggressive financing. Merry Christmas from Genesis Diamonds at Poplar and Perkins Extended. On approved credit, see store for details.
It's our season of giving back at Gossett Kia on the Pike, and we've got the perfect holiday gift for you. Hit the road with 41 MPG Highway, 2023 Kia Forte LXS, $239 a month, $27.99 due at signing. Get road-ready SUVs, Seat 7, 2023 Kia Sorento LX, $319 a month, $34.99 due at signing. And 8-passenger seating in your new 2024 Kia Telluride LX, $459 a month, $34.99 due at signing, all 36-month lease. Plus, you'll get peace of mind with Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Ask for Bobby J. He's ready to put you in a new Kia today. Gossett Kia, 1900 Covington Pike, or online, KiaCovingtonPike.com.
If you want it, we got it at Gossett Motor Cars.
All 650 acquisition fee, Forte RE 699,094, MSRP 21,385, Sorrento PG 242,710, MSRP 33,010, Telluride RG 462, 2822, MSRP 38,705, includes all rebates and incentives, must finance through Hyundai, excludes tax title and license with approved credit. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 1/2/2024, dealer stock only.
Get ready for big-time basketball at FedEx Forum this month. The Memphis Tigers host Power 5 opponents. Clemson, December 16th for a whiteout. Virginia on the 19th for a blue out. And Vanderbilt on the 23rd for a holiday game. FedEx Forum will be rocking as the Tigers look to continue their great start to the season. Tickets start at just $20 for these big-time basketball matchups. Purchase your tickets today at GoTigersGoTix.com.
Now you want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio, hanging out with Top Gun Memphis peeps. I'm out here at 2770 Witten Road, Top Gun Memphis, the only place you can shoot machine guns. You can right now also come out here and do all your Christmas shopping. They've got range gift bags. Like it's got your pistol range bag, it's your eye protection, you got your first aid kit, your nail file, your hand lotion. Get ready to go out there and get your pistol. Plus they have personal protection bags. If you ever heard of Palm Spray, it's the next generation pepper spray. It will put you down. They also have a Kubaton. You got to learn how to use this thing. It is scary. You got a big old stick you can just whop somebody with. Come on out here to Top Gun Memphis. You live in Memphis, and I hate to say this, and you know the truth. We are number one in 3 things: murder, auto theft, and STDs. I can't protect you on the 3rd, but I can help you get the protection you need from the rest. At Top Gun Memphis, 2770 Witten Road. Coming out here, I'm giving away an ultimate machine gun package. You say, what's that? Well, it's something you can purchase. Would be a great stocking stuffer. You get a fully automatic machine gun, ammo, range safety officer, shooting lane, all for just $89. That's right. Coming out here. Get all the classes you need. Rent a gun, buy a gun. Look, try it, shoot it, buy it. Top Gun Memphis. We're giving away tickets for Saturday's Memphis-Clemson game. We're giving 2 pair of tickets away to the Liberty Bowl. And, again, we're giving away a fully automatic machine gun package. Isaac Simpson, you got to come check me out sometime out here. This place is fun, but I got to ask you, Grizzlies, are you feeling a lot better? I know they lost last night, but Ja's getting ready to come back. And Tripp's playing like better than he's ever played in his life.
Yeah, man. I think if you want to take any positive out of what's been going on lately, is the way that Tripp has been playing, the way that Desmond Bain has been playing. And you add Ja Morant to that. If he's the Ja Morant that we know and love, I think you have to feel pretty good about it. I know they're like 7 games out of the 10th spot right now, but I feel like this team is capable of going on a run with those 3 guys. And Tripp, offensively, just the confidence that he's playing with right now. I mean, you saw that last night, man. He was just getting the basketball just going, not even thinking, and that's when he's at his best. Sometimes you can tell that he's in his head and he's thinking and he's telegraphing his moves, and he's thinking too much on the floor. When he just plays free, like we've seen in the last 5 or 6 games or so, he can be absolutely dominant on the offensive end. A lot of people talk about his rebounding, and that's just not going to be him. He's just not this big physical specimen that's going to go down there and bang guys all the time, and that's fine, because what he is really good. I mean, we kind of saw this same thing years ago with Pau Gasol and kind of ran him out of town because people didn't appreciate him, and you saw when he left here what he ended up doing out there with Kobe out there in L.A. So, man, just appreciate Tripp for what he is, man. He's not going to be Giannis. He's not Joel Embiid. That's just not the guy that he is, but we saw what he can do, man. He did still get you 7 rebounds last night. So with him, man, you got Ja coming back in 2 games. I can't wait because I think he's going to uplift the entire team. I think he changes everything from this team, from player 1 to all the way down to the bottom of the roster. I think he's going to elevate everybody, not only on the floor, but just morale-wise. I think this team's going to look a lot better once 12's back out there.
Isaac, man, thank you so much for your time and holding through. I hope you have a wonderful week. I'll see you, I'm sure, downtown for a little Memphis-Clemson action. Everybody, Make sure you check out the Grizzlies stuff. Go to Sports Ethos, man. Tell them about where they can find all your work that you're doing with the Grizzlies and the Tigers.
Yeah, man, just like you said, Ethos Grizzlies, man. We dropped the podcast after the game last night. We'll definitely have another one after tomorrow night's game, so make sure you go over to @Ethos Grizzlies. Check that out, TigerSportsReport.com, of course, and my personal X-Twitter page, Isaac_NBA.
On the other side, people, we are going to talk a little Ole Miss with Evie Van Pelt. Don't forget, we got an hour left. I'm at 2770 Witten Road out here at Top Gun Memphis. Shoot 3 birds with 1 shot. How do you do that? You get your Christmas shopping done out here. They got beautiful gifts. They got the machine gun, fully automatic machine gun package, $89. They got personal safety packages. They got range gift bags all ready for you. Just come out here or go online to TopGunMemphis.com. You can buy it right there. It's really, really simple. But if you come join me, you can get the lane for free today. That's right. You can come out here. The only thing you need is to bring your ammunition and your gun and shoot. If you forgot your gun, you can rent one for only $10. You can get 50 rounds for $20. Man, you can shoot for $30 right now. Top Gun Memphis, 2770 Witten Road. And again, we're giving away a machine gun package, tickets to the Clemson-Memphis game, and Liberty Bowl tickets. On the other side, we are going to talk with Evie Van Pelt. We're going to talk also with Jay and Will Dugan, the head instructor out here at Top Gun Memphis. Come join me. It's a beautiful Thirsty Thursday, and it's always brought to you by Tito's Handmade Vodka. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
I'll see you on the dark side of the moon.
This holiday season, give the gift of Gould's with a Gould's gift card for someone you love. It's the perfect gift for everyone. The Gould's gift card doesn't just send wishes, it grants them in store and online. Just come to any Gould's and pick up a gift card or go to GouldSalonSpa.com to purchase online. That's GouldSalonSpa.com. Happy holidays from Gould's. Gould's Salon Spa, locally owned and operated since 1932.
A good friend of mine told me about this awesome place for lunch.
Oh, yeah? What's the name?
Neil's Grill and Bar, where the fat man rocks. Everybody knows Neil.
Where's it located?
It's located in Yorkshire Square off of Quince.
And what's it like?
The best lunch place in Memphis. You know, like real mashed potatoes and gravy. Everything is made from scratch. Monday through Friday, daily lunch specials like Monday baked chicken, Italian Tuesday, spaghetti, ravioli, Italian spinach, delicious fried catfish, fried chicken livers every Wednesday, Friday, Salisbury steak, barbecue chicken, or if you just want a vegetable plate, the best veggies in town.
What about the lunch price?
Meat and 2 veggies, $8.95. Meat and 3 veggies, $10.95. And veggie plate, $9.95. Big fat boy portions, man.
Man, you're making me hungry.
Come hear the best live local music at Neil's. Eddie Smith plays Sundays 5 to 9, Mondays karaoke, Tuesdays Debbie Jameson, Wednesdays Elmo and the Shades, Thursdays John Williams and the A440 Band at Neil's.
Where the fat man rocks.
Simple, smooth, and every sip as easy as the last. Tito's handmade vodka tastes just as good with tap water as it does with your favorite mixer. Back in the day, Tito distilled, hand-bottled, taste-tested, sent to a few friends, then taste-tested again to give you the finest juice around. No frills, no flavors, no fancy labels, just the good stuff. Just Tito's. For recipes, videos, and more, visit Tito'sVodka.com. Distilled and bottled in Austin, Texas, 40% alcohol by volume, namely 80 proof, crafted to be savored responsibly.
All 650 acquisition fees. Sportage R723 5498 MSRP 28940. Sorrento PG 424,710 MSRP 33,010. Telluride RG 462822 MSRP 38,705. Includes all rebates and incentives. Must finance through Hyundai. Excludes tax title and license. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 1/2/2024 with approved credit dealers.com.
Hey, my man Jeff Allen, what's going on for the holidays over at Gossett Kia South Mount Moriah?
It's the season of giving back at Gossett Kia on Mount Moriah, and I've got your holiday presents right here.
Tell us about it, Jeff.
Award-winning SUV 2024 Kia Sportage LX, $299 a month, $34.99 due at signing. 2023 Kia Sorrento LX, perfect for your road trips, $329 a month. And the 2024 Kia Telluride LX, we got it at $459 a month, all 36-month lease.
Well, you can't get much better than that, Jeff. And all Kias come with the 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty.
So whether you live in Horn Lake, South Haven, Olive Branch, or Memphis, you'll be happy at Gossett Kia on Mount Moriah. And from all of us at Gossett Kia South on Mount Moriah, happy holidays.
Memphis's oldest restaurant, Colette's, was established in 1923 to give Memphians the best Italian food possible. And I'd say they got it right. They are the creators of the barbecue pizza. It was Elvis's favorite, and I know for a fact that a large will feed one person all weekend. If you need to feed several, though, Colette's caters any event. Choose from homemade lasagna, ravioli, Alfredo, primavera, and so many other delicious items you can't help but enjoy. Impress employees or clients and treat them to Colette's for lunch or dinner. Plan ahead and get your holiday party booked at Colette's. Elvis's favorite place to go eat with his buddies at the South Parkway location, and Colette's even has an Elvis room dedicated to him. Call Colette's on South Parkway at 948-7652 or Appling Road at 383-1122. Colette's. It was Elvis's favorite, and it should be yours too.
Hey, this is Brian Dacus inviting you to join me and Brett Norsworthy this Friday from 3 to 6 at Sissy's Log Cabin, 4542 Poplar. Sissy's brand new store is open just in time for Christmas, and you really should check it out. We'll be giving away a pair of Liberty Bowl tickets featuring the hometown Memphis Tigers, and we'll also have some Tiger basketball tickets for Saturday's game against Clemson. So come join us on your way home this Friday, 3 to 6 at Sissy's Log Cabin, 4542 Poplar with Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
We are Sports 56, WHBQ Memphis, and W253DF Memphis, Flynn Broadcasting Stations.
4.9-liter V8, 0 to 60, and I'm about to find out.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Yo, yo, yo. Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy, Johnny Radio. It's a beautiful Thursday. Life is good, but it can get a lot better if you come and join me at 2770 Whitten Road. 2770 Whitten Road. I'm at Top Gun Memphis. You saw my machine gun shooting last week, right? It's ridiculous. You should see me with a pistol. I'm telling you, the police are out here recruiting me. Oh, my goodness. Plus, I'm also giving away, I'm like Bob Barker. I'm giving away tickets to Memphis Clemson. I'm giving away 2 pair of tickets to the Liberty Bowl, and I'm giving away a fully automatic machine gun package. You want to know what that is? Oh, that's the machine gun. You get to choose between 3 of them. You also get the ammo, the range safety officer, and the shooting lane, all for $89. That's right. $89, the ultimate Christmas gift, the fully automatic package. Plus, they got unbelievable gifts over there. They got personal safety gifts. They got all kinds of crazy gifts right now. They got this pepper spray. It's called Palm. It is out of control. And you just need to come and join me. You get the lane for free. If you forgot your gun and you're driving in the car right now, head over here to 2770 Whitten Road at Top Gun Memphis. Why? Because you can rent a gun for just $10. They got over 50 guns to rent. You can get 50 rounds of ammo for $20. The lane's on me. You just say Sports 56. That's $30. You get your shooting in. Don't forget, you can also get your lunch. Ferguson's Barbecue is inside. And you can do your Christmas shopping. Shoot 3 birds with 1 shot at Top Gun Memphis today till 1 o'clock. Now, I'm going to talk a little Ole Miss with Evie Van Pelt. So, Evie, is she with me, Mr. Dacus?
Yeah, John, you got her.
Oh, Evie, how are you, dear?
I'm doing great. Can you hear me okay?
Oh, I got you now. I had a little,
Good.
You sound beautiful as always.
Oh, thank you. You sound great, too. It's wonderful to hear your voice.
Oh, thank you, dear. No, I got a question for you. Covering the Ole Miss Rebels and living down in Texas. I'm sure you've shot a few guns in your life, right?
Yes, I have. One of the very first times I shot a gun, my daddy was teaching me how to shoot a shotgun, and it had one of those little double trigger kind of thingies, and as I was putting it down to my side, I shot the second one and shot a big hole in the ground where luckily he jumped really quickly and I didn't blow his foot off because that would have been a rather inauspicious start for my first shooting. But yeah.
Well, the good news is if you want to actually learn how and not from Evie's dad, come out here because they have a shotgun shooting class. It's a home defense shotgun shooting class. They got First Shot. They got the Top Gun Academy, so you won't shoot your dad's foot off.
I would love that. I would love that. I think it's kind of like, driver's training. I think you learn better from somebody else other than your parents.
That is absolutely the truth. I hope everybody comes out here and joins me at 2770 Whitten Road. Now, Evie, we got to talk a little bit. We got to get to some brass tacks, girl. You look around college landscape. We got the transfer portal opening up. These bowl games people want to bet on and watch and enjoy, but everybody and their grandmother's entering these portals. Nobody knows who's going to play. How full of a roster is Ole Miss taking to Atlanta?
You know what? Thank goodness Ole Miss, I think, is taking a full roster. The only player that I know of who so far has come out and said that he is declaring for the NFL draft is Dayton Wade, wide receiver. But he has said, he's going to participate in the Peach Bowl and let's go win this game. So, there hadn't been anybody else that I know of from Ole Miss. And Kiffin, he said obviously things could change. Anything can happen over the next couple of weeks until the Peach Bowl, but he really doesn't anticipate any. So I think that goes back to, like we've talked about before, just that culture, like back when Matt Corral played in the Sugar Bowl, even though he was going into the draft. And sure enough, he did get hurt. But, I think we're good to go.
Oh, my goodness. What is everybody like? Peach Bowl, they're playing Penn State. Feels like you said, Jackson Dart's going to be there. The offensive line's going to be there. This ain't an Oklahoma situation. Have you seen what happened to Oklahoma, by the way?
Yes, I have. I think they've lost pretty much their entire offensive line.
They've lost their whole offensive line. Both their quarterbacks, Dylan Gabriel and their little stud, who's going to be the future. Jeff Levy's gone. Man, Oklahoma is going to be limping into that bowl game, and they got a lot of work to do because next year their SEC schedule was absolutely brutal.
Right. It is. Boy, you took a look at that, and in the big reveal yesterday, the big reveal show, and I think honestly, I think a lot of people have said that it looks like right now Lane Kiffin, Pete Golding are going all in for next year because the Rebels, I think, not only have such a good returning core of players, but they've got a pretty good schedule. If you look at it, it looks like a pretty favorable schedule, as much as any SEC schedule can go, I guess.
Yeah, as much as any SEC schedule can go because they're all brutal. I was looking at them. I felt sorry, though, for, a few teams. But Ole Miss, at least they don't end the year like with Alabama and then heading to LSU as Oklahoma does their last 2 games of the season.
Right, and I think, from everything everybody has said, man, look at the final month of the year for Florida. They've got Georgia, Texas, LSU, Ole Miss, and Florida State. So that's their November. So they may have
their
a November
last
to
6
remember.
games. Their last 6 games. Actually, the 7 games. You can go even
Yeah.
farther because they do Tennessee, Kentucky, Georgia, Texas, LSU, Ole Miss,
Yeah.
and Florida State. Bam, 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 bam. Thanks. Appreciate that season. Poor. Oh, and don't they open up against Miami?
Yeah, exactly.
Poor Florida.
So Florida, they're going to have their work cut out for them there in Gainesville.
They're going to be missing the East schedule that they had. Now, back to the Ole Miss Penn State game real quick. So everybody and their grandmother feels like they're going to play. The transfer portal is not filling up for the Ole Miss Rebels. But what are you hearing about the little scuttlebutt of everything that's going on that they're trying to go out there and grab and steal from the transfer portal?
Well, I tell you what, we actually have a couple of Tennessee players that are supposed to be heading to Oxford today. Actually, I believe Tennessee edge Tyler Barron. He's a good one. He had 6 sacks, 10.5 tackles for loss, mid-season All-American. Anyway, he has 1 year of eligibility remaining. He is supposed to be one who comes in for a visit, and so that's something to watch. And then also Tennessee safety Tamarian McDonald. And I think he's originally from Memphis, I think. So I think in 2023, he had 40 tackles with 4 pass deflections, a sack, and an interception. So he is definitely one Golding is looking to. Now, the really big news is Walter Nolan, the number one
overall transfer player in the portal. Like the biggest, baddest dude.
The biggest, baddest dude is set to make an official visit to Oxford and Ole Miss. I have heard some say it's tomorrow, some say it's today. It may be today and tomorrow, and we will keep people posted on that as we get more info. But he is definitely making a visit. I think Ole Miss is definitely in it with him. And I've also heard the
Goodness
Florida
gracious,
defensive,
I bet Pete Golding is drooling.
Oh, Pete is preparing for a very Merry Christmas, I think. And also, the Florida defensive lineman, Princely Uman Mielen, took a visit to Ole Miss this week and was there the maximum amount of time. I think you can be there for 48 hours, and by all accounts, enjoyed it. I hear privately that he's Ole Miss's to lose, that, he had a really good time, and folks expect him to commit. So really big edge there from Florida. And then, of course, again, if you're Pete Golding and you're celebrating, you've also got one of the top defensive line recruiting classes coming in. We've talked about that before, but just the monster players headlined by
And Jared
Ty
Ivey's
Stone.
returning.
And JJ Pegues is returning.
And JJ's coming back. My goodness.
Yes. So, yeah, you're right. So JJ, I think, announced last week and Jared this week. So, man, again, Merry Christmas to the Rebels because that defense is looking strong for next year.
Now, Jackson Dart hasn't officially said that he's coming back next year, has he?
No, he hasn't. And we had a press conference yesterday where we got Jackson Dart and JJ Pegues, and you know, it was interesting. Jackson, first thing right off the bat, was asked, you know, has he made his decision? And he gave the, you know, probably the smart answer. I mean, I don't know if they're, you know, you're always trying to get leverage with NIL or, you know, what the deal is, but he just said, I haven't made a decision. That's going to be a family decision, but right now all I'm focused on is winning this Peach Bowl. And so, you know, here's the thing, though. He did say, the one thing that was interesting is somebody asked him about the return. You know, Trey Harris is coming back, Jordan Watkins is coming back, Caden Prieskorn is coming back. And he basically said that's definitely a huge aspect of what I'm looking for, a big part, definitely a factor of his decision. So he said all three of those guys are elite at their positions, and it's set up for an exciting time. So I just personally have a hard time believing that, you know, if you got those guys coming back and you're a quarterback, that's a pretty good spot to be in.
Yeah. That's, right now, I know Rebel fans their fingers, they just got to be going bananas about like all the positive news that's flowing around the entire program. And not only is everybody excited about the Peach Bowl, playing Penn State, the Portal King is doing his job, Lane Kiffin. Y'all got the number one dude in the land, but also you have the only unbeaten SEC team in basketball. Chris Beard is doing his job.
Chris Beard is showing why he is over 71% winning percentage as an NCAA head coach. He is definitely just, you know, he talks a lot about changing the culture, building the culture, and I think that's absolutely what he's done. And, you know, he may be getting another part of his 1-2 punch there if Brandon Murray can play. From what I'm hearing, you know, he and Musa Cisse had been waiting for their transfer ruling, their second-time transfer ruling from the NCAA. Musa Cisse got it and has obviously integrated himself quite well into the lineup. And now we've got Brandon Murray, who had not heard, but with this new ruling, this court ruling that came out and the temporary, you know, injunction saying athletes could play, I would not be surprised if we see Brandon Murray against Cal this Saturday. Ole Miss plays Cal in San Antonio, actually, as part of the Hall of Fame series. It's going to be played in San Antonio and at the Spurs home. So I think we may see Brandon Murray out there also.
Oh, my. That is, again, great, amazing news right now on all fronts right now for Ole Miss Rebels. The one thing, though, I was going to ask you is, do they like to give are they trying to age every Ole Miss fan? Because these games sometimes they're all so damn close. It doesn't matter who they play.
It really is. It's, you know, so Ole Miss is they're 9-0. They're one of just 7 remaining undefeated teams in all of NCAA Division I men's basketball. They're number 25 in the coaches poll Monday for the first time in a ton of years. But they have 5 wins by 3 points or less this season. 5. So, you know, they've been the cardiac kids. You know, we've talked about Ole Miss football and the number of games that they came back in the fourth quarter and had to come from behind and win. And it looks like, yes, it looks like the basketball team is picking up where they left off and adding a few gray hairs to many of us.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. It's kind of funny, you know, the Tigers and Ole Miss. That was a classic. That was a hell of a basketball game. Great atmosphere. Everything around it was just awesome. And now you got Tiger fans everywhere rooting for the Rebels, and you got Rebels rooting for the Tigers.
That's right. I mean, with all the net rankings and everything, you know, when yeah. I mean, I think, you know, in that A&M game, I mean, that with Memphis, I mean, that was a big one. So yeah, it starts to get really analytical and better than my math brain will allow me to think about. But yeah, I know my basketball writer on my staff is always talking about, well, it's a quadrant 2 this, a quadrant 1 then. I'm like, yeah, you know, whatever. But yeah, big season hopefully ahead, you know. And we've talked about it. The Rebels could actually start conference play 13-0. It is not out of the realm of possibility. So we'll see how that goes.
Now, when you look around the SEC, some of the prognosticators who were so high on the SEC before the start of the season have kind of, been wavering a little bit. What do you think the Rebels' chances are to actually compete this year in the Southeastern Conference? Where do you think they can finish?
Man, that's a tough one. I mean, boy, they start off right off the bat with Tennessee. And, again, welcome to the SEC, Coach Beard. I don't know. I mean, I think it's just it's a tough one to know, but I think I really like what Beard is doing. I like the pieces. I mean, and you and I have talked about this before, Jalen Murray, Juju Murray. Boy, isn't he a spark and fun to watch. And Alan Flanagan.
I just thought he was going to I didn't never expect this from Murray. I didn't think the little guard was going to be this effective at all. Like, it's completely taken me aback.
I didn't either. I mean, Chris Beard looks brilliant to me with what he's put together. And as we've talked about before, he was very, very methodical about, trying to retain the players from last year's team that he did. And one of those, I think we've talked about before was TJ Caldwell, who just did not get to play much on Kermit's squad last year. And, so I think Beard obviously saw something in him and worked really hard to retain him, and he's producing. And then, of course, again, to have Musa Cisse and Jamarian Sharp. And I just think if they can get Brandon Murray into the mix also and have him able to play also. I mean, he's a physical guard. He's crafty at finding angles to attack. I think he's another ball handler who can run the point in a limited capacity if needed, and it just gives the versatility with the lineups of Caldwell, Murray, and Morrell, all switchable.
Well, Evie, I could sit here and talk to you all day. Everybody's getting ready for the Peach Bowl down in Oxford. I wanted to ask you, though, before I did let you go and everything, though, how's everything going with the girls?
Well,
how's Coach Yo?
They had a big win the other night. A huge win. In terms of statistically of the numbers of the game, I want to say maybe it was I'll find that score for you, but 84-56 win. So that was a big win over Mississippi Valley State. They play South Alabama Monday. They were without Madison Scott in the win over Mississippi Valley State. She was taking some time for a personal matter, Coach Yo said, so she was not there for the game, but she does expect her back. But that's something to keep an eye out because they've already lost KK Deans to an injury. So we definitely want to get Maddie Scott back because she's a key part of that, and we do expect her to be back at some point. And I have to mention, switching back to football, the Rebel Walk is having our big Peach Bowl pre-party on Friday before the game at 7 to 10 in Atlanta. People can check out our website for details, but I sure would love to have Johnny Radio there. So if you happen to be in Atlanta, you better hit me up. Okay.
I'm thinking. I was talking with Chas about that. And again, for all you people out there who are definitely going to the Peach Bowl, you want to go check out all this information. Again, all you do is go to therebelwalk.com. I'm sure if you follow Evie on Twitter at Ole Miss Evie or the Rebel Walk at the Rebel Walk, you'll be able to find all this information. And who knows, I might pop up in that bad boy.
Oh, we would love it. Love it, love it. Drinks on the house for Johnny Radio.
Oh, now you know I'm coming. Get that Tito's ready.
That's right. That's right.
Evie, thank you so much for your time. I always appreciate talking with you, and we'll do it again soon. You be blessed, dear.
Thank you so much. Hotty toddy.
Hotty toddy. That's Evie Van Pelt from the Rebel Walk. I'm out here at Top Gun, Memphis. You got T-minus 37 minutes to get out here and shoot for free. You just got to mention Sports 56. You get the lane for free. If you're like, man, I wish I had my gun on me, you can rent a gun for $10. They got over 50 pistols to choose from. Or you can get a dead gun machine gun. That's right. You can get the machine gun package for $89. That's the machine gun. That's the ammo. That's the lane. And that's the range safety officer. Bing, bang, boom. You get it all $89. It's that easy. You can also buy it as a gift. It's the ultimate Christmas gift. They also have personal protection gifts. They have range basket gifts. It is the Christmas season. Right now, you know you live in Memphis. Man, why don't you get your girl who's a little bit nervous, get her some classes, man. Like they got the first shot class. You Got to stay protected, man. This is Memphis. We love our basketball, but it is a little dangerous. Come out here and be a little bit safe. We're going to take a bit quick time out. On the other side, we're going to talk with Jay. We're going to talk about all the goodies we out here at Top Gun Memphis. We're going to do a little bit of hardwood because it feels so good. We got Will Dugan closing things out. He's the head instructor out here. You don't want to miss it. Don't touch the dial. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Join the voice of the Tigers, Dave Woloshin, for Wolo and Friends. Weekday mornings from 10 to 11 here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Hey, everybody, if you're ready for a new Silverado, All-Star Chevy right here in Olive Branch has financing down to 1.9 or up to $10,000 cash. Plus, make no payment for 90 days, and your good credit deserves it. Look, I'm out here at All-Star Chevy looking at all these red tags, Tahoes, Equinox, Trailblazers. Families love the Traverse with their third row seating so you can do more together. Christmas, holiday trips, what are you doing this New Year's Eve? What are you driving? Military, teachers, college students, healthcare, you all get an extra $500 bonus. And if you want a certified pre-owned Chevy or any pre-owned, All-Star is loaded up. If it's not here, just ask Jeff and he'll find it for you. And Kevin and Jeff and everyone here at All-Star Chevy asked me to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And remember, it's not South Haven, not Mount Moriah, Bartlett, or Collierville. It's got to be Olive Branch, people. So find new roads to All-Star Chevy today or go to allstarautogroup.com.
Get ready for big-time basketball at FedEx Forum this month. The Memphis Tigers host Power 5 opponents, Clemson December 16th for a whiteout, Virginia on the 19th for a blueout, and Vanderbilt on the 23rd for a holiday game. FedEx Forum will be rocking as the Tigers look to continue their great start to the season. Tickets start at just $20 for these big-time basketball matchups. Purchase your tickets today at GoTigersGoTix.com.
We all appreciate luxury. We love the newest technology. We want something that sparkles and looks great. Well, I've got it all in one place. It's called Genesis of Olive Branch, right at the corner of Highway 78. That's Lamar. And the first exit in Mississippi, that's Craft Road. Turn left and you will see Genesis of Olive Branch. And right now, you can get the 2024 Genesis GV70 starting at $49,480 with special financing as low as 3.49% on select models. How about the 2024 Genesis GV80? A little bit bigger, starting at $55,995, financing as low as 5.49% with a $2,000 rebate when trading a luxury brand. Call them. They'll even bring you a Genesis at your work or your home for a test drive. They're convinced that when you drive a Genesis, you're going to want one. Call 662-890-6684. Ask for Vinny. Genesis of Olive Branch.
If you look at the website for 117 Prime, Memphis's premier downtown dining destination, you'll see the phrase sophisticated steakhouse serving elevated entrees. That just about sums up 117 Prime. If you want to have a truly special dining experience, then you can't beat sophisticated steakhouse serving elevated entrees. There are plenty of places in Memphis to get a steak, but there's only one place that pairs sophisticated with elevated entrees, and that's 117 Prime. If it's time for you or someone in your life to celebrate in a way that makes you feel sophisticated and elevated, you can't do better than 117 Prime.
Make your next grill your last with the Big Green Egg at East Memphis Ace. Smoke, bake, roast, sear, and grill, all with a lifetime warranty. Ready to cook in only 15 minutes with cook temperatures below 200, above 700, and anywhere in between. Change your at-home cooking experience for life with our unmatched, authentic wood-fired grill flavor that has our customers raving. Get your Big Green Egg and all our accessories at East Memphis Ace on the corner of South White Station and Quince Road.
You ready to end the year with some money in your pocket? We got it covered at Gossett Mitsubishi's Mitsubishi Motors year-end sales event. Get to the Pike for the award-winning 2023 Mitsubishi Outlander PHEV. 420 total range MPGE, $299 a month. Get ready for your road trip in the 2024 Mitsubishi Outlander Sport. Buy for $27,000 or just $399 a month. And cool has never been cooler than in a 2024 Mitsubishi Eclipse Cross. We got it at $30,700 or $499 a month. And no worries with Mitsubishi's 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. So get to Gossett Mitsubishi today at 1870 Covington Pike. Gift wrapping available. You want it, we Gossett. Shop online anytime at MemphisMitsubishi.com.
If you want it, we got it at Gossett Motors.
PHEV PZ06233 MSRP 44,355. Sport RU 001136 MSRP 28,000. Eclipse RZO 12051 MSRP 31,700. Includes all rebates and incentives. PF 695. Excludes tax title and license with approved credit. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through end of the month. Dealer stock only.
Listen each and every Sunday morning at 10 a.m. and join Ottawild Presbyterian Church for worship. Ottawild is a PCUSA church located in Midtown Memphis.
Today, I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. I'm out here at Top Gun Memphis, 2770 Whitten Road, and it's the only place, period, that you can shoot machine guns. But right now you can come out here and mention Sports 56. You get the lane for free. If you're like, damn, I forgot my gun, Johnny. Don't worry, you can rent a gun for $10. They got over 50 amazing pistols right here. You rent that bad boy for $10. You get 50 rounds of ammo for $20. You're shooting for $30. Plus, we got lunch out here. We got Christmas gifts. We're giving away stuff. We got the Memphis Clemson basketball game this Saturday. Giving away a pair of tickets. You got to get out here and sign up for it. Also giving away 2 pair of tickets to the Liberty Bowl. And also a fully automatic machine gun package. That's an $89 value. You can purchase it. It's a great Christmas stocking stuffer. You can purchase that, but somebody's going to win that bad boy. Again, that includes the machine gun, the ammo, the range safety officer, and the shooting lane. Get that as a stocking stuffer. You'll have the best gift of the year. It's the fully automatic machine gun package. I'm sitting out here again at Top Gun Memphis getting ready to shoot some guns and eat some Q. But I'm hanging out with my buddy Jay Hill. Y'all might know him as UTJ. What up, Jay?
What's up, my buddy?
Man, just, chilling out here, thinking about a little barbecue because I can smell it, looking at all the guns. And I'm just also surprised, y'all have a ton of Christmas stuff out. Y'all got all kinds of deals that y'all are doing out here today at Top Gun Memphis. And if you can't make it out here today, you can still come get the machine gun package. But you got the pepper spray. You got that thing, the Kubaton, that I don't even know how to describe it. You got to come see it. You got all kinds of, range gifts. Everybody just needs to come out here.
That's right.
Man,
that's why we're called Top Gun.
That's right. That's why you're called Top Gun. But the other thing I was going to ask you, though, because I've been talking about all the goodies out here. Memphis is Memphis. You know what Memphis is about. If you care about your friends, your family, your loved ones, you want to make sure that they're taken care of. You got all kinds of classes. What are some of the other things out there that your daughter, your girlfriend, your mother that you can get out here and get for them?
Well, the reason we're here, our main goal is to teach and train people how to use a firearm properly. And Will Dugan, our head instructor, is about to be on here in a little bit and talk about that, so I don't want to steal his thunder. But that's our main goal, and to do it in a safe way. Now, back to what you just said, we even have pepper spray classes. And Will's going to go over all that as far as the classes, but I'm going to let him do that, not steal his thunder.
Don't steal his thunder, but we can talk about something that I think is just so much fun. I did it last week. Man, this is the only place that you can go and shoot machine guns.
Now, let me tell you about that. So when we opened about 4 years ago, we bought 12 machine guns, and we started renting these things out for people to shoot. And you can't do that anywhere around here, okay? If you go west, if I'm not mistaken, you have to go to Las Vegas, Nevada.
Man, I love Vegas.
You got to go to Vegas.
And by the way, little sidebar, the Fountain Blue opened yesterday in Las Vegas. The one that they have down in Miami. My favorite hotel down in Miami is the Fountain Blue. That in Hotel 1.
Right.
But they opened that bad boy out there. So if you go out to Vegas, you can go to the Fountain Blue. You can go gamble, and you can shoot machine guns. But if you can't make it to the Fountain Blue in Vegas, you can just come right here.
That's right. Well, it's very big. A lot of guys come out here, when they're getting married, and they do their guy thing, their bachelor parties.
Hold up, really?
Oh, yeah. So they'll come and do a bachelor party right here at Top Gun, and they'll shoot all day. They'll shoot machine guns, and then we create a little competition to see who's the best shot amongst them. So bachelor parties for the guys is very big here at Top Gun.
You know, I don't know. Did you see how good I did? I didn't shoot my lady. Did you see me with the machine gun last week?
You avoided the lady but blew up the dude.
I smoked him. I'm telling you. The Memphis Police Department, they saw, because we're doing a little something with the police department. They come in and see me. That's kind of also funny that they do that with me, isn't it? But they were like, man, I showed them my machine gun shooting, and they were like, bro, come and join the MPD.
Well, the lady was the good girl. The dude was the bad guy. So you took out the right one. You took out the bad guy.
I did take him out.
Yeah.
Oh, it was it's a lot of fun, but you can't shoot machine guns anywhere else. Come out here and see me. Top Gun Memphis, 2770 Whitten Road. You can also go online to topgunmemphis.com. You can check out all the classes. They have a ton of classes on there for you. You can check out the inventory, but you can also, what's really simple right now, they got a little button. You see Santa Claus and the ultimate Christmas gift. Just go push that button. Purchase the ultimate fully automatic machine gun package for just $89. Go to topgunmemphis.com and you come out here and see them. Heck, try it, shoot it, buy it, Top Gun Memphis. UTJ, got to ask you some basketball questions and some football questions. You are a big UT fan, right?
Absolutely.
Got a question. Josh Heupel this year. You lose Hendon Hooker. Everybody, I mean, probably the best hooker since Pretty Woman, Hendon Hooker. Right?
Yes.
I mean, you lose him, you bring in Joe Milton. This year wasn't quite what you thought it was going to be.
No.
But were you impressed with the fact that Josh Heupel was able to run the football and a team where you just think this is a spread it out, throw it out football team? He adapted to the pieces that he have and was more focused on that great defense and running the football. Shows that he's a little more versatile than people thought.
Yeah, it did. And I actually got to go to the UT Alabama game in Tuscaloosa.
Man, that was a great first half.
Oh, we were up 14 points at halftime. I was feeling good, and then the second half was a different story right out of the gate. But no, the rushing offense was a total surprise and came out of nowhere. I guess Heupel and the offensive coordinator knew that Milton was going to do a fair job and get them wins, but not be a hooker, like you said. So they had to rely on the running game. And, of course, our Achilles for the last several years has been our defensive secondary. And 6 of them just went to the portal. So it looks like UT is going to have a total different secondary starting this next year.
Last year wasn't the best, so maybe they're going to use the portal to go out there and get a secondary that they need. But they're playing in a tough game. They're playing in the Citrus Bowl. What's that old saying? You can't spell citrus without UT. Oh, Steve Spurrier.
You can't beat Spurrier. He's the best one-liner in the game, man. I love that guy.
I do, too. You can't help but love that guy. But they get Iowa. Yeah. This defense for Iowa is scary as all get out, but that offense will make your eyes bleed.
Hey, Johnny, first 1 to 20 wins.
I think it might be first 1 to 10.
Yeah, I mean, if Tennessee scores 20, it's mark it down.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. It's a win easily. So, yeah, first 1 to 20 wins.
What do you think about old Rick Barnes and what he's doing over there with the basketball program?
I pay attention to basketball, but I don't follow it like football.
But
I tell you what, he was a good get, wasn't he, out of Texas? I mean, when they went and got him, I mean, evidently they knew what they were doing because Tennessee has done well in basketball under his tutelage for sure. You can ask our old buddy up there at Kentucky that.
Yeah, old John.
Yeah,
he definitely Tennessee, though. Right now, I think they're 12th in the country.
I believe that's right. Yeah,
man, they're tearing it up in basketball. Got a big game in the Citrus Bowl. I still just think of when I saw them going to the Citrus Bowl. I couldn't help but just chuckle. You know what I'm saying? Because it always makes me think of good old Spurrier. But, man, now that Heupel's back and in charge, do you feel like this program is going to be going in the right direction? What do you think about the new look SEC? They're bringing in Texas. They're bringing in Oklahoma. They're getting rid of the divisions.
Well, I tell you, Texas is going to be tough.
Yeah, they are.
Oklahoma's going to be hurting, like we talked about earlier. They lost their entire offensive line. Their starting quarterback, their backup quarterback, and offensive coordinator. So the bowl game, Arizona is, that's hard to stay off of. But and you look at Oklahoma's schedule starting in 24. Wow, I mean, what do you got them? 6-6?
Ooh, man, I don't know. Right now, Brent Venerable has a hell of a job to do because Oklahoma next year could. Hello, welcome to the SEC. They might not make a bowl as tough as their schedule is.
That schedule's brutal.
I mean,
with an entire new offense. I mean, that's going to be hard to prepare for going into the SEC.
Got a question. Just thinking about that, with the portal. What do you think about the portal? You've been a football fan your whole life. You pay attention to football. You remember the BCS era. You remember before the BCS era when you had split national champions. Now you got the college football playoff. We're going to the super conferences. There's NIL. There's the transfer portal. Is all this changed? Is it still as entertaining? Is it more entertaining? Or is it more difficult to follow?
To me, Johnny, I think it's actually watered down the game. It's taken away so much from it and it's made it really, really hard on the coaches.
Oh, God,
because you have free agency every year now. Mm-hmm. You have free agency.
Yeah, you don't have 4-year contracts.
No.
And the NFL at least has contracts where these kids are going to stick around. I mean, that you got at least control of the player. These kids are signing NLI deals.
Yep.
And then getting their money and then jumping right back out and signing other ones with other schools.
Yeah, they're just going with the money. So there's no loyalty to the program anymore. It's the same thing in the NFL. I mean, it's free agency every year. I mean, these rosters are going to be turning over 30% of the roster every year because you got 15 going out and you got 15 or 18 coming in, plus your signing class. I mean, think about it. If you sign 25 kids that are freshmen coming in, okay, you've got 15 players transferring out. Well, you got to replace those with more transfers, okay? Plus, you got all these kids coming in, and it's true freshmen.
Man, it is just college football has become the wild, wild west. It's gonna be interesting to see what happens going forward. Do want to remind you, we only got T-minus 20 minutes. We're going to be out here. You need to come in here and sign up because, again, we're giving away a fully automatic machine gun package. It's an $89 value. Somebody's going to win that bad boy absolutely free. But the big thing is you can buy it right now and be the best person in the whole world in the family. Granny's going to get you some socks. Might buy you a little this. You get a machine gun, a fully automatic machine gun package. You're going to be somebody's actually favorite person. You're going to be their Santa Claus. Come out here and get that bad boy. It's only $89. If you can't make it out to 2770 Whitten Road, simple. You just go online to TopGunMemphis.com. It's that simple. TopGunMemphis.com. Scroll down, you'll see it. It's a beautiful little Santa Claus. It's the Christmas package. You click on the button, you buy it, bing, bang, boom, you got it. Christmas is saved. Get on out here again. You can get the lane for free. I'm sitting here with UTJ. Come say what up to UTJ. Come on out here and learn because on the other side, I'm also going to tell all you wonderful people about how you can get comfortable around guns. If you have a family member, we're going to have the head instructor, Will Dugan, is going to join me. We're going to talk about their AR classes, their first shot classes, their home defense. They have pepper spray, their private lessons. You're going to learn about that all on the other side, but don't forget, get in here now. The ultimate Christmas gift, $89. We're giving it away, plus tickets to the Memphis Clemson game, tickets to the Liberty Bowl game. Get your Christmas shopping done, get your lunch on, and shoot some guns and have some fun at Top Gun Memphis. Back into Shake Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Broadcasting from the Family Leisure Studio, we are Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Jenkins Floors and More in Hernando is growing. This family business started up 5 years ago with just one pallet, and now they have hundreds. Tim, the owner, gets calls from people everywhere and can sometimes save them up to 50% on wood flooring, carpet, tile, and vinyl. Jenkins Floors and More helps with renovations, home building, and installation. Jenkins Floors and More, number 6 East Commerce Street in Hernando. Also in Little Rock and coming soon to Tennessee. Call 662-469-9350 for more information.
Looking for your next car? Give Car Corner a try. Car Corner, located at 2653 Mount Moriah. They specialize in cars under $15,000. Bad credit? No problem at Car Corner. CarCornerMemphis.com. That's CarCornerMemphis.com. They even have cash cars under $7,000. That's Car Corner at 2653 Mount Moriah. CarCornerMemphis.com. Look for the building with the teal green roof.
A good friend of mine told me about this awesome place for lunch.
Oh, yeah? What's the name?
Neil's Grill and Bar, where the fat man rocks. Everybody knows Neil.
Where's it located?
It's located in Yorkshire Square off of Quince.
And what's it like?
The best lunch place in Memphis. You know, like real mashed potatoes and gravy. Everything is made from scratch. Monday through Friday, daily lunch specials like Monday baked chicken, Italian Tuesday, spaghetti, ravioli, Italian spinach, delicious fried catfish, fried chicken livers every Wednesday, Friday, Salisbury steak, barbecue chicken, or if you just want a vegetable plate, the best veggies in town.
What about the lunch price?
Meat and 2 veggies, $8.95. Meat and 3 veggies, $10.95. And veggie plate, $9.95. Big fat boy portions, man.
Man, you're making me hungry.
Come hear the best live local music at Neil's. Eddie Smith plays Sundays 5 to 9, Mondays karaoke, Tuesdays Debbie Jameson, Wednesdays Elmo and the Shades, Thursdays John Williams and the A440 Band at Neil's.
Where the fat man rocks.
At Genesis Diamonds, we're rolling back prices and finance rates so you can get that special someone the most special gift ever. Maybe it's that pair of diamond earrings, or that all-new designer fashion bracelet, or that dazzling 2-carat diamond ring. It's all more affordable because at Genesis, we've got special pricing across the board and 0 interest for 5 years. So you can get that $3,000 diamond pendant and pay just $50 a month, or that $6,000 eternity band for just $100 a month. Everything's included in this amazing holiday offer. All our GIA certified natural diamonds and all our lab-grown diamonds, even all our luxury pre-owned Rolex watches. Imagine that $15,000 Rolex for just $250 a month. You can even finance the sales tax. Don't let talk of rising prices and high interest rates dampen your holiday spirit. At Genesis, we're lowering prices and taking interest rates down to 0. Get that headliner gift they deserve and make your money go farther than ever. Merry Christmas from Genesis Diamonds at Poplar and Perkins Extended. On approved credit, see store for details.
Hewlett & Dunn Boot and Clothing Company, we have it all. From handmade Amish leather belts, fine and casual clothing, boots, casual boots, work boots, fancy boots, and even safety-toed boots. Lots of cowboy hats to choose from, even Nebo lights, good-looking duck head dress shirts, duck head caps, shorts, and pants. Tons of jeans from Ariat, Wrangler, Devil Dog, and Kimes Ranch jeans. At Hewlett & Dunn, we have a great selection of Old South t-shirts and caps. Fine clothing from dress to casual to Sunday best. Enjoy choosing from UFO's orthopedic-approved shoes. Hewlett & Dunn Boot and Clothing Company. Boots of every size, every color, every skin. Great quality Western, work, and safety toe boots. Hewlett & Dunn Boots and Clothing Company. 111 North Center Street, Collierville. Hewlett & Dunn. Hewlett & Dunn, serving you and your family since 1961.
It's our season of giving back at Gossett Kia on the Pike, and we've got the perfect holiday gift for you. Hit the road with 41 MPG Highway, 2023 Kia Forte LXS, $239 a month, $27.99 due at signing. Get road-ready SUVs, Seat 7, 2023 Kia Sorento LX, $319 a month, $34.99 due at signing. And 8-passenger seating in your new 2024 Kia Telluride LX, $459 a month, $34.99 due at signing, all 36-month lease. Plus, you'll get peace of mind with Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Ask for Bobby J. He's ready to put you in a new Kia today. Gossett Kia, 1900 Covington Pike, or online, KiaCovingtonPike.com.
If you want it, we got it at Gossett Motor Cars.
All 650 acquisition fee, Forte RE 699,094, MSRP 21,385, Sorrento PG 242,710, MSRP 33,010, Telluride RG 462, 2822, MSRP 38,705, includes all rebates and incentives, must finance through Hyundai, excludes tax title and license with approved credit. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 1/2/2024, dealer stock only.
But you gotta be willing to take the hit and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. It's a Thirsty Thursday, always brought to you by Tito's Handmade Vodka. the best vodka in the world, best spirit, period. But you know what? I'm at the best shooting range, period, because I'm at Top Gun Memphis, 2770 Witten Road. Come on out here because they have it all. They have the pistols. They have the ARs. They have the machine guns. It's the only place that you can shoot machine guns, period, in this city. They have everything you need. They have beautiful gifts. They got a fully automatic machine gun package right now for only $89. Great stocking stuffer. But we're going to switch gears up a little bit. We're going to talk with Will Dugan. He's the head instructor out here at Top Gun Memphis. First and foremost, what's up, Will? How's life?
Doing well, thank you.
I got to know one thing. A lot of people who live in Memphis, if you live in Memphis, you understand about the crime. You understand about personal safety. But you also have a lot of people that I've heard, especially from talking to you. My girlfriend, years and years ago, before I got with her, she bought a little pistol. And a month later, because she was bought it because she was scared. She lived downtown. Then she was so scared about it being in her house that she sold it a month later. How is it that you can make somebody comfortable with that gun in their house and actually just having it on them?
Well, we hear this story a lot. Folks that buy a gun thinking it's going to make them feel better, and turns out it makes them feel worse. So ultimately, it's in learning to control and be educated on that gun like any other tool or machine. Once you take the mystery away from it, once you show them how they can handle it safely and effectively, they become very, very confident with it. And there's not much better than having somebody who went from being scared of the machine to embracing and learning how to use it, and then feeling some real sense of confidence with that tool so they can defend themselves and their kids and their families. That's why we do what we do.
And you had some classes basically for that. I mean, I know you have the Top Gun Academy. That's basically you go and learn how to shoot. That's from kindergarten, but it can go all the way up to where you're getting your doctorate degree and your master's classes. But what's something that if you have a friend or a family member, and maybe you went at Top Gun, you're at TopGunMemphis.com right now, what's a class that you would suggest people take for a beginner?
Well, if you're brand new to shooting, you look at the gun and it's intimidating and you don't quite know how to do anything with it, we have a really neat class called First Shots. It's a kind of a clinic for new shooters. We have it for both handguns and for AR-15s. We're seeing so many people that bought a gun either during COVID or in this crime spree Memphis is going through, and they buy a gun thinking it's going to make them feel safe. So they don't know how to load it, they don't know how to shoot it, they're scared to death of it. That's the class I would start with, is First Shots, either for handguns or if you're brand new to the AR-15, also with the AR-15.
If you're somebody who has, you have a good feel of basically a gun, but you want to take it to the next level, you want to make sure that you're hitting your target, what are some of the classes they can take?
There's an introduction to marksmanship class, and that's going to teach you how stance, grip, sights, the beginnings, the fundamentals of how to shoot a handgun well. And once you've kind of gotten through those, and if you choose to go get a permit, that's probably a good idea too. But once you've gotten through those suite of, here's a gun, let's not hurt ourselves, let's learn how to handle it safely and store it safely, and here's how to shoot it well, and once you're licensed, then we can start learning how to flesh out how to handle that gun, and oh my God, that man's trying to take my life from me.
Situation.
How am I going to deal with that? And we practice, not unlike a sports team or a musician or anything else, we continue to practice it, not until you get it right. We keep practicing until you can't do it wrong. Target shooting on the range is fun. It's real enjoyable. I do it all the time. But this is a different mentality. It's a different attitude towards shooting. That there's a huge difference between, say, in baseball, facing a BP and facing Randy Johnson.
Deadgum,
and
right,
you got to remember, Randy Johnson's not trying to help you. Bob Gibson's not trying to help you. Some dude on the street is not trying to help you. So the classes you talk about, your graduate school, if you think of First Shots as hello, welcome to school, if you stick with us, we'll get you through even classes called Mastering the Pistol. And the idea is how to shoot a gun effectively and quickly and efficiently, all while managing things like space and time and distance, so that we make all those skills you have to have with a handgun reflexive, and we drill them into you until such point as you don't have to think about them anymore.
I also saw that you had some this thing called a Kubotan.
Yeah.
And it's non-lethal. But if anybody came up on you with this, I mean, it's just a very small little. I mean, you describe it. It's just it amazed me how fast you put me down.
So we offer a really neat class called the Personal Protection class, and in that class we talk about really 3 or 4 different tools, but more importantly, that we talk about how to stay out of the situation to start with, how to avoid the fight, how to see a fight coming and walk away from it, or find options that don't require you to use violence. But sometimes violence simply cannot be avoided. The personal protection class deals with those times when somebody wants to be violent with you, but lethal force like a gun or a knife is not necessarily legally warranted. So we introduce you to a couple tools, and we make you practice with those tools in that class. The first is pepper spray. Now, not all pepper sprays are built alike. There's a massive difference in the manufacturers, the quality they put in, the quality of the product, and there's no federal or state oversight, so you don't know if they're making a good product or not. So like what we carry here, we carry Palm. I absolutely adore Palm. The dude who owns the company is become a dear friend of mine. They are absolutely first rate. And if you had to spray somebody and you want him to take his hands off of you or stop following you or all that good stuff, Palm is the only brand. It's the brand I put my wife in. It's the brand that I carry myself. When I taught my kids how to use pepper spray, I don't have no greater endorsement than that. I mean, I like you, but we've been married for 28 years, 6 months, and 11 days. And she's more precious to me than anything. And so when I give her that, I have no better endorsement.
It not only is it just pepper spray, but it's like if you spray somebody, they can't see you, you can get away. But if they're still coming, you showed me a couple tools. And
sure,
what was that
that's where the Kubaton or a collapsible baton comes into place. The Kubaton is basically a piece of metal. It's about 6 inches long, 5.5 inches long, 3/8 to a half inch in diameter. And once you learn how to use it, it's really effective. I mean, you're rubbing your chest now from where I just barely touched you with it, and you simply shut down.
Yeah.
So we teach you how to use the Kubaton, and also can license you to carry a collapsible baton, which I showed you earlier. That pipe that came out of my pocket.
That was pretty awesome.
So that if he does get it, somehow fights through the pepper spray, and he gets his hands on you, you can then turn it around and make him take his hands off of you.
Top Gun Memphis, we're out here at 2770 Whitten Road. Again, this is the place where you can come out here. You got 26 lanes. You can do all the shooting you want. They also have all the classes that you need for your family, your friends, your loved one. They're here to make you feel safe in your house and in your environment and in this city. Come out here to Top Gun Memphis. Try it, shoot it, buy it. Take their classes. Will Dugan out here all the dead gum time. Will, I appreciate your time more than anything. I appreciate y'all bringing me out here today. I do want to remind everybody I'm about to go shoot some machine guns. I'm also going to go eat some Q, and I'm going to get some Christmas shopping done. You should do the same thing. Come on out here to Top Gun Memphis, 277 Whitten Road. They got all kinds of Christmas gifts, but the ultimate Christmas gift, the fully automatic machine gun package for only $89. If you can't make it out here, that's cool. Just go to TopGunMemphis.com. It's very easy. You go online. They got a sweet little button over there on the right. You just push buy, $89. It's done. Your Christmas shopping is done. Will Dugan is getting out of here, and that is also my time. I hope everybody has a wonderful day. Get out there, make this world a better place. We're going to see you on the flip side. Peace.
Merry Christmas from Choate's Air Conditioning, Heating,